In our cover story, the Eurozone may have survived a fracture in Greek citizens' choice to stay with the euro, but analysts will tell you that it really wasn't a question of leaving the euro and returning to Greece's own currency, but rather how to stay and renegotiate austerity measures, a conditional part of Greece's bailout from its Eurozone partners. It will now be up to the most pro-Europe of Greece's political parties, the conservative New Democracy Party, which gathered 30% of the vote. Its first task is to form a coalition government to represent Greek interests to other Eurozone members.
Most of the electorate wanted to stay part of the European Union. It's just that they are struggling under the austerity program. So go with a party that wasn't going to, in the mind of the Europeans and the rest of the world, lead them off a cliff.
Off a cliff would have been the Syriza party, which talked of tearing up Greece's loan agreement with its foreign creditors. Eurozone finance ministers were relieved that didn't happen. Now it's up to Greece's conservative leaders to put together a coalition that works.
That is going to happen. I think there's no question that it's going to be PASOK, the Pan-Hellenic Socialist Party, and it's also going to be New Democracy because New Democracy took the most votes.
But Coppola says neither of those two parties agree fully with the austerity measures, government cutbacks in services and payouts demanded by foreign creditors in exchange for emergency loans. In the aftermath of the Greek election, German Chancellor Angela Merkel was quoted as saying there cannot be any loosening of Greece's reform pledges after the election.
It was a comment by Angela Merkel that we're not revising this, we're taking a hard line. That is pure puffery.
While the outcome of Greece's choice to stay was welcomed by Eurozone finance ministers, they must also consider the needs of larger economies such as Spain, where a housing bubble burst, leaving Spanish banks holding the equivalent of nearly $200 billion in delinquent loans. And Spain is not where it ends. Later this week, Italy's Prime Minister Mario Monti will meet in Rome with his counterparts from Germany, France, and Spain to talk about ways to stop the spread of Europe's debt crisis.